But what about students who've completed their O levels from the English medium schools, or let's say the SSC from the Bengali medium schools? What do we have for them? I mean, what's their fast track route to get into the university?
Foundation program is 1 year,
Yeah.
which is something the students can join right after the SSC or O levels.
Okay.
A fantastic option for students who are very sure of what they want to study.
So, Afshan, in the previous segment, we talked about GED, right, and how it can lead students to the bachelor programs. But what about students who've completed their O levels from the English medium schools, or let's say the SSC from the Bengali medium schools? What do we have for them? I mean, what's their fast track route to get into the university?
I think we have two different pathways for them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just talk a bit about foundation. Foundation program is 1 year,
Yeah.
which is something the students can join right after the SSC or O levels.
Okay.
The foundation program is for 1 year, and at APU we offer four different pathways of foundation. So we have computing and technology, we have business, which also includes or covers social sciences. We have engineering, and also we have design. Now, the foundation program is designed to give students, I would say, it's a program that prepares students.
Yeah.
Coming from a school system or an environment,
Okay.
and it actually prepares them to take on university education. So it has modules such as academic writing skills, how do you do research for your projects, and so on. So it's something different from what they have been learning from school.
Yeah.
So it basically gives them a glimpse of how the university is going to be like.
Right.
So right after 1 year, after completing their O levels, OSSC, they are able to jump right into a degree program. And at APU, the flexibility is there for students who you might join a foundation in computing, but you might end up doing a program in business, because you still have the chance to switch your program.
Yeah.
You might start with foundation in business, and you might end up doing psychology, or you might end up doing a program in international relations, and so on. So that flexibility is there in foundation. Just to tell a bit about the diploma program, diplomas are more focused on a particular area. So once you enroll into a diploma, it becomes a bit difficult for you to shift to other areas. But I think diploma is a fantastic option for students who are very sure of what they want to study. And I mean, you meet students that who are determined. Okay, I want to be this, or I want to further my studies in computing.
Yeah.
Very good. For computing, example, they enroll in a diploma in
Computing.
information technology.
Yeah.
That opens up pathways to them for going to programs like AI, cybersecurity, general IT, right?
Cloud
Software
computing.
engineering. Yeah. So the options are many there, but the problem will, I mean, if there'll be only an issue if they want to switch to something else, then I think it will
They
be a
might
bit
face an
difficult
issue.
compared to a foundation. So I think foundation is probably the most I would
Popular
say
choice.
it's like a safe option.
Yeah.
So that because I think you and we have met a lot of students who probably are not sure what they want to do. They probably have 2-3 things in their mind that
yeah.
okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I also want to do this. If A and B fails, I have C.
Yeah.
So I think foundation becomes an ideal choice for these students, because even after 1 year of your studies, it's not going to go to waste, but you're still able to pick up from there and still continue into something. So I think foundation is a very good option. At the same time, just to highlight, there's no English requirement for foundation program. So we can also accept MOIs for the program directly. And of course, students from O level, of course, they don't need to show any other proof of English proficiency. So I think that's also another advantage that students from foundation have.
I think another advantage of these programs is that it saves 1 year of your life, because after SSC, if students get into foundation,
Yeah.
they 1 year after doing 1 year of foundation, they get into the bachelor programs. Otherwise, they would have been doing their HSC, and it would take them 2 years to complete that.
Yeah.
Similarly, for O level students, if they can save, having not having to do AS and A2, taking 2 years instead, they can take this route
Yeah.
of doing the foundation, or even if they do the 2-year diploma, they have to do 2 years of bachelor's
Bachelor's,
later on.
correct. Yeah.
So it saves a lot of their time and, a lot of, I
Agreed.
think.
I think the reason, I mean, as rightly said, after O levels, you probably, I think in this part of the world, people really follow 10th and 12th.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to do.
Yeah.
I think some
But the
students,
times are changing.
are maybe hesitant.
Yeah.
Because their parents did the same, their
Right.
uncles did the same, their aunts did
Right.
the same. But I think, as you mentioned, it is changing. But I think there are still students, who are still looking into going into more traditional way of doing it,
Route.
of completing 12 years of education. But I think from a university perspective, we look at what qualification they are coming from,
Right.
and as long as it's an accepted qualification,
Right.
then they are accepted to the program that they're applying for. So in this case, as you mentioned, definitely is something that will help students to save time. I think within 1.5 years of completing your SSC or your foundation, you are already in your first year of degree
Yeah.
easily.
And
When you
you're
look
ahead
at
of your
time.
friends as well.
Yeah, true. But yeah, if you do A levels or HSC, I think probably it's going to take you 2.5, 3 years before you could actually
Yeah.
start
Because there
something.
are instances where you have to repeat the exams if you don't do well initially.
Yeah,
I
correct.
think the lack of hesitation for the foundation and the diploma program also is due to the fact that students are not aware of the available options as much. I mean, I know times are changing, and we are there to help the students and the parents and notify them about the different and the new up and coming programs that are coming up that are facilitating the students and helping them to be able to get into the universities faster or in a better or smoother way, but it still has got a lot to do with the lack of knowledge. People, some at least, might not even know that something like foundation or even diploma exist.
I think awareness, I think is increasing
Yeah.
compared to, I would say, many years back.
Yeah,
I think a
definitely.
lot of students are now they do think of this option rather than doing 2 more years of
The
education
traditional way, yeah.
going into it. And I think uh, in the time to, I mean, in the time to come, more students are going to opt for this option, because definitely, as you mentioned, everyone looks for something that they could fast track their studies or
Yeah.
go and join a university in a shorter time.
Yeah.
So I think foundation and diploma gives students that opportunity, so that they definitely, at least they could uh, save a year, as of comparing it to going into a traditional system of schooling. Yeah.
Also, I think a lot of students kind of get worried that whether not completing A levels or HSC, have this lack of knowledge for them to get into university, like whether they if they do foundation or diploma, whether there will be still some knowledge gap. But what they don't understand is the foundations and the diploma programs are designed in such a way so that it helps you to transition into your bachelor program.
Yeah.
Like whatever is required to start, whatever knowledge is required to start the bachelor program is what is given in the foundation
Already.
and diploma programs, right?
I mean, if you look at the modules or the content of a foundation program, for an example, you still study mathematics. The name
Yeah,
might be different.
exactly.
You still study communication skills. It might not be called that. Like example, there's a subject called public speaking in English. For someone doing sciences, example, engineering, you do have science subjects, but it might not be called physics.
Yeah.
Right. So I think content wise, the coverage is there, but these subjects are more than just a traditional subject. It includes several other things that students would require going forward in their degree program. So I don't think content wise there's a lack there. At the same time, when you study a school system, you're studying very standard subjects.
Right.
You study maths,
And
biology,
there are some things that you
physics.
wouldn't even require in for your to study your bachelor's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could say that. But I think foundation programs are designed in a way that, for instance, you study a foundation in design, right? So there are subjects that help students to explore their skills. Someone might be very good. Might example want to go into animation,
Yeah.
and they might do a foundation in design,
Right.
whereby they get to explore their, say, drawing skills.
Right.
And that could be a year that they discover what are their stronger sides, and that could determine what kind of degree that they can go into, because they get that whole 1 year of exploring their skills, and obviously building on top of what they have. And they might end up doing visual effects, they might end up doing animation, they might even go into something like digital advertising, because depending on the skill set that they are able to achieve. I think syllabus wise there's no compromise there. I feel that uh, I think not only for APU, but every university designs their
Right.
foundation program
In a
as a
certain way.
pathway to their degree program. So it's
Right.
ensured that whatever we cover in the foundation is sufficient
you
enough
need
for
to
them to
start.
go and start the degree. But one more thing I just want to highlight is that when you join a degree program, one thing for sure is you are being joined by students from various other countries who comes from different systems. Someone might have studied in the Middle East. Someone might have studied in Southeast Asian country. Someone might come from a European country. I think the first year of degree is where you all have the same playing field,
Right.
because you start from the very basic, so that uh, you also have students who come from foundations from other universities as well, or other systems of education. So I think the first year is when you get that chance to start from the very beginning, and then everyone is the same level.
Right.
And then you learn from that, and you go on more deeper into the program as you progress in your year 2 and year 3. So I think still the first year is very, very important after you complete your foundation.
Right. So moving on to the entry requirements.
Yep.
Students, what do they have to get in order to be admissible for the foundation and the diploma programs?
The general requirement we are looking at is 5 subjects with grade C and above, if that's for O levels.
Yeah.
And if SSC, we are looking at 5 subjects with at least 50% and above.
So that's 2.5 GPA.
I can't really recall the GPA now, but I think it's above B, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 50%
So I
above
think it's
should be good enough for you to join the foundation program. But there are specific requirements depending on the foundation pathway you join.
Yeah.
So if you're joining a business social sciences pathway, it can be any 5 subjects. But for an instance, if you're joining a foundation in computing,
you have to have maths.
Correct. So maths should be one of the subjects out of the 5. If you're joining engineering, you need to have at least maths and one science subject as a requirement.
Maybe physics or
Yeah, and any other 3 subjects are good enough. So 5 subjects are the requirement, but it may vary depending on the foundation pathway that you want to join.
Right. So I hope আপনারা একটা কমপ্লিট আইডিয়া পেয়েছেন রিগার্ডিং কিভাবে এসএসসি বা ও লেভেল স্টুডেন্টসরা এ লেভেলস অথবা এইচএসসি ছাড়াই ফাউন্ডেশন বা ডিপ্লোমা প্রোগ্রামসের মাধ্যমে ব্যাচেলর প্রোগ্রাম স্টার্ট করতে পারবেন এবং তাদের জীবনের একটা বছর সেভ করতে পারবেন। বিকজ আমরা বুঝতেই পেরেছি যে ফাউন্ডেশন হচ্ছে এক বছরের প্রোগ্রাম, তারপর আমরা ব্যাচেলর স্টার্ট করব। অ্যান্ড ইন মালয়েশিয়া bachelor programs for computing and business are for 3 years, right?
Anything
Other
besides
than
engineering, yeah, is 3 years.
Anything besides engineering is 3 years. So আমরা যদি এক বছর ফাউন্ডেশনও করি, আমাদের 4 বছরে ব্যাচেলর শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। অ্যান্ড আমরা এইচএসসি যেহেতু আমাদের করা লাগছে না, সো উই আর সেভিং 1 year there. আর আমরা যদি ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডের হই, অ্যাগেন আমাদের A2 করা লাগতেছে না, সো উই আর সেভিং 1 year ওইখানেও। আর এন্ট্রি রিকোয়ারমেন্টসগুলোও খুবই খুবই জেনারেস। ও লেভেল স্টুডেন্টসদের জন্য আমাদের মাত্র 5টা সি লাগবে, for foundation, and I think for diploma it's 3 C's.
Diploma is, yes, three
Yeah,
three
3 credits,
credits,
which is 3
which is
C's.
3 C's. Yeah.
Yeah, so মাত্র 3টা সাবজেক্টে সি পেলে আমরা ডিপ্লোমা প্রোগ্রামটাও শুরু করতে পারতেছি. Diploma programs are 2 years,
Yeah, 2
but
years.
then if you complete a diploma, you don't have to do first year of bachelor's.
Correct.
As you transfer to year 2, right?
Yes, as long as you are joining a program in the same
that is
area
similar to
and
what
same,
you
same
studied in
discipline.
diploma.
That's
So
right.
আপনারা যে প্রোগ্রামটা ডিপ্লোমাতে করবেন, আপনারা যদি ওই প্রোগ্রামে ব্যাচেলার স্টার্ট করেন, আপনাদের ইয়ার 1 অফ ব্যাচেলার্স করা লাগছে না, আপনারা সরাসরি ইয়ার 2 তে চলে যাবেন, অ্যান্ড দেন ইয়ার 2 ইয়ার 3 করে টোটাল 2 বছর ডিপ্লোমা এবং 2 বছর ব্যাচেলার্স করার মাধ্যমে আপনি 4 বছরে আপনার আন্ডার গ্র্যাজুয়েশনটা কমপ্লিট করে নিতে পারবেন. So I think it's one of the best options out there, with one of the best institutions like APU, having providing all the different types of options for GED students to direct bachelors to O levels and SSC students
To foundation and
and
diploma,
diploma.
pre-university programs. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's an amazing opportunity. Thank you, Afshan, for highlighting this matter, and I hope viewers যারা শুনতেছেন আপনারা অনেক insights পেয়েছেন regarding the programs that are available to you, and আপনারা কিভাবে হচ্ছে আপনাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি ক্যারিয়ারটা, ইউনিভার্সিটি লাইফটা তাড়াতাড়ি স্টার্ট করতে পারবেন এবং তাড়াতাড়ি শেষ করে আপনাদের ক্যারিয়ারে আগাইতে পারবেন. So yeah, thank you, Afshan, for this huge treasure of information, I would say. Moving forward, I think in the next segment we would be talking about how HSC or A level students can get into the university and what opportunities lie ahead for them.
Sure.